Hey guys, this is Gene at DNS Bait. This report is current as of Monday the 28th here. Not a lot's going to be happening this coming week here with the weather that they're calling for. Pretty much rain every day. But before we get started, I did want to announce our last speaker of this seminar series this coming Thursday evening. It's going to be Thursday the 1st, I believe that is. It's going to be 7 o'clock in the evening. It's going to be a local fishing expert, past full-time guide here on the chain, Travis Richardson. He's going to be talking about opening weekend and kind of a broad view of the opening weekend and things that you could expect to happen and species to be active, ways to do it, and tackle and stuff. So that's Thursday evening here in the store at 7 o'clock, and it's free to anybody who'd like to come and see it. Opening weekend, we'll have some special hours. Friday afternoon, Friday evening will be open till 8 o'clock. Saturday morning, we'll open up at 5 in the morning, and I'll stay open till 7 on Saturday evening. Sunday, we'll open at 5 in the morning and stay open till 5 in the evening. All right, so let's get started with the fishing report. Like I said, it's been cold in the area here the last few days, but the past week there have been a lot of crappies and bluegills biting in several areas around town. Up here on Lake Mendota, all the typical springtime inlets have been active at times. They aren't on fire all the time, but sometimes they really are. Up here by the Highway 113 bridges, crappies have been up in there. A few catfish, they seem to have backed off a little bit. Over at Mendota County Park, a lot of crappie action in there, a few bluegills. Pheasant Branch, same thing, some crappies, a few bluegills. Marshall Park, been a little quiet there, but there has been some nice fish caught in there. Spring Harbor, once in a while I hear some nice fish caught in there too, crappies and bluegills. Over in University Bay, I did talk to a fellow who's catching a few bluegills out in front of the creek back there in the bay, but as far as the creek goes back in the bay there, that's been a little bit quiet from what I've heard. A couple of days I did hear some good numbers, but lately it's been kind of quiet. Otherwise, over on Lake Monona, that Monona Bay area, the triangles, a lot of bluegills and crappies have been caught back there in the bay, and particularly in the triangle and along the railroad tracks. A couple of the fellows that live back in there tell me that the action's been pretty good there. Again, the weather plays quite a role with that bite, and I'm sure with this cool weather, wind and rain, those fish are quieted down right now. Starkweather Creek over in Obrick Park, there's been a few bluegills caught over there by the Monona Drive Bridge. Back in back in Winnequa Park, back in Squaw Bay, a lot of bluegills, a few crappies, but a lot of bluegills been using those channels back in that Belle Isle area and by Winnequa Park. Haven't heard much else out on the lake, to be honest, but that doesn't mean nothing's going on. I just haven't heard much. If you got your boat in the water, you definitely want to run down the river, down into the Widespread area, down by Rutabaga Channel and by the marina there in the Widespread, by the piers. There's been some bluegills in and around both of those areas. Otherwise, down in Waubesa, I did hear a little bit of bluegill action. North of Hog Island a little bit. Some in town there by McFarland. And really that's about all I've heard. The guys that live down by Lake Higanza said that lake's been pretty quiet. The channels over there by Barbers Bay have been pretty quiet. Usually those channels will start picking up right now, but just not much going on. That's all I got for you guys right now, so we'll talk to you later. Thanks, bye.